Director General, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jay. Great to be with you.
What's your assessment of Canada's claim of credible allegations potentially linking the Indian government to the killing of a Canadian Sikh leader in Canada?
Well, I'd have no reason to dispute what the Canadian government has said in this matter.
How serious is that allegation, the suggestion that the Indian government could be involved in the killing of a Canadian citizen on Canadian soil?
Oh, there's no doubt any allegation of any country being accused of carrying out an execution of a citizen in a country. It's a serious allegation and something that we don't do and something that nations should not do.
One of the leaders of the Khalistan movement was quoted as saying Australia could be the next target for Indian agents. Could that be the case?
Our job is to look for espionage and foreign interference. We will, and when we find it, we're able to deal with it effectively. Whether or not it will happen here, I wouldn't publicly speculate. I don't think that's appropriate. I can assure you that when we find governments interfering in our country or planning to interfere in our country, we will deal with them effectively. There are multiple countries that have actually tried to interfere in Australian society. Last year the Minister talked about what the Iranians were caught doing, and my agency dealt with them effectively and quickly once we discovered that plot. That's an example of when we see a problem, we'll deal with it.
Do you think Sikh activists in Australia have anything to fear from the Indian government?
That's a question you should ask them. What I can say is, obviously, in our multicultural society, which is one of our nation's great strengths, you see those community tensions play out that have obviously come from their culture and background. For us, that plays out in society. You see protests, counter-protests, and sometimes there's communal violence or spontaneous violence. That's not a nation-state seeking to interfere and covertly or deceptively harm and intimidate people. Of course, if we see that, we will act.